guys! Hi! So, this is our second installment to our Europe trip. Now we're going to be talking about France, which is where we went next on our trip in Europe. Our trip to Europe was a family trip, but our dad couldn't go to the England part and had to meet us in Paris. So that's what we were really looking forward to about France, was that we got to see our father. This is my father that we just met up with, and he's met us at the train station and he's asleep. Daddy, say hello. Okay, he's dead. It was really insane being in such a big city, like one of the #1 tourist destinations, I think, in the world. It is. It was a little bit of a letdown. Everyone's always just like, Paris is amazing, Paris is the best place in the whole world. Paris is my favorite city. Paris is the city of light, city of love. It didn't live up to the hype. Yeah, I would say that like Paris, out of all the places that we went, was my least favorite. But it is a really, really cool historic city, and we got to see some really cool things like the Louvre and the Eiffel Tower. It is so pretty. It's such a nice day. It got all warm-ish. This is my father, for those of you who haven't met him. Say hello.
Hey.
So, turns out we're not going to be able to go up, but we are coming back to Paris after we go to Italy, and so maybe we're going to be able to do it then. It's kind of a shame, but we're still really lucky to see it. Michelle, how do you feel about being here? It's really exciting. There was macaroons, all these cakes and tarts and pies, and we were just like, get in my belly. And then we took a train and we went and saw Versailles, the palace where King Louis and Marie Antoinette ruled together. I know there's a number after King Louis, but I'm sorry, I don't know it. We are now on the train, headed to the palace of Versailles. The train is a little bit sketchy. Here's my mother and my father. It smells a little bad. So we're at the Palace of Versailles. It's absolutely gorgeous. It looks like it's gonna rain. We hope not. But it's so beautiful and it's so amazing. I want one of these, I think. Sadly, we could not go in because even though we bought tickets, the line was like 3 hours long. And so we just roamed around in the gardens. Even though we couldn't go inside, the gardens were amazing. We did have a really good sandwich while we were there. That's what you want to hear. After staying 3 nights in Paris, we actually went to Italy. We're not going to talk about that until our Italy video. After we spent time in Italy, we had this return trip to France. Actually, we had a little mishap in Provence. Yeah. Hey guys, right now we're in Provence in France. And Michelle is ill. I got a bladder infection. Is that something you want to share with the internet? And yeah, so we're just resting up here. I went to the doctor. We're having a little medication. We're eating little sandwiches right here, and then we have these chocolate mousses, and we're just having a little indoor picnic. So me and Michelle are going to venture out into the real world after like what, 3 hours of The Bachelorette? Oh. 3 hours of Bachelorette and numerous YouTube videos. So we didn't end up seeing very much of Provence. We had a really good meal. And a really hot waiter. Didn't really wait on us, but Aline still stalked him. Okay, we had a look. Next, we went to Carcassonne. If you don't know it, it is this giant walled city castle thing, and it's amazing. And inside, there's this little town castle in the lamplight. Look at it. While we were in Carcassonne and we were wandering around the city, Michelle pulled a little prank on me.
Who barked?
Me! I didn't know that! Are you an actual dog?
Yes! I was usually just doing. No, I'm not. I thought it was a real dog. I don't know what's the problem.
That was funny. By this point in our trip, we started to get really tired, really worn down, and we were like, I kind of want to go home. So we were getting really tired, and we're like, why are we going to this little town called Oloron-Sainte-Marie? And it ended up being a delightful surprise. It actually just rejuvenated us completely because we stayed in this little bed and breakfast with this man named Dominique and his wife, Mary Jo.
We're staying at this adorable little bed and breakfast. Bed and breakfast. And there are the nicest people living there who are our hosts. They fed us free chocolate.
A giant bowl of these fine chocolates just there for our consumption.
Me and Michelle went through like a bowl and a half and it was just us. Tomorrow he's gonna give us a cooking lesson and he's gonna teach us how to make macaroons.
Macaroons!
Top.
Yes, it was really fun, and we got to see a lot of the little town with our own tour guide, which was the same man from the bed and breakfast. And turns out that everyone in Oloron-Sainte-Marie was actually like, they were the nicest people, and the food was the best food that we had eaten in France.
This soup right here is probably the best soup you will ever have in your entire life. It is just, we ordered 2 servings and now it's this pot and we haven't even, I think I could eat a little more.
By the end of this day, we were actually really sad to leave because it felt like Mary Jo and Dominique had sort of become like family friends, even though we didn't speak the language and most of our time was spent going, wee, wee. Once we were done with Oloron-Sainte-Marie, we actually went back to Paris. We returned to the Eiffel Tower to go up it because the social dispute was finally over. Yeah.
Oh no, they're
Let me show my ticket. Let me show my ticket. Alright, Michelle, nobody cares about your ticket. You told me to film. So we're at the top of the Eiffel Tower right now, as you can see.
What? Cray view.
So that was really fun. And what's next? By the time the trip finally came to an end, we were ready to go home, but it was a great experience. It was really fun. And now that it's over, we're kind of really bored with our lives. Next, check out our Italy video because Italy was a crazy time. Michelle actually dances in a Beyonce suit, so check that out. You don't want to miss that. It's something you can't miss. So please check that out. And if you like this video, please give it a like, comment down below, and subscribe!